People, buongiorno. Welcome to ShootOut, where we're going through our predictions again. So this is going to be an interesting one, especially from our perspective, because for our own team, we need points.
We got to win, man. We got to win.
We got to win. But we're going to get into all of that, as well as all the other teams that are playing this weekend. And we've got a big game on Sunday, which Newcastle, Arsenal could be a watch-along for that, I reckon.
I think we should do that
We should do that one.
And then we're in the studio on Monday.
And then
so this is all going to look nice again.
Basically, yeah, that's going to become the standard again. So we can't wait for that. Make sure you're here. The roundup for the fixtures on Monday will be done from there. So make sure you guys are here for it. Now,
we'll have to minus Everton from that because Everton West Ham is Monday night. But
yes. But the roundup can't wait. So Everton and West Ham. Yeah, sorry, lads. We're going to go through each game. We'll start with the early kickoff. Brentford, Manchester United, 12:30, Saturday lunchtime. This time slot always gives a surprise.
Oh, my goodness me, man. Honestly. I mean, are we, just to clarify, who goes first? Is it the winner from the previous week?
Yeah. So you won 8-7 the last week, didn't you?
I just wanted someone else to say it, not me.
Yeah. Don't worry. It'll be your last.
Bro, do you know what's the really
The boys are back in town.
We're back, boys. Do you know why I'm laughing? Because Brentford are going to win. Hopefully Chelsea get the result. That's the next game we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
But the reason I'm laughing is because if I don't laugh, I'll cry. I genuinely think Brentford are going to put Manchester United back into Manchester United's position. I don't see United winning.
I don't either.
Really?
I don't either. I was on Big Six yesterday and we spoke about all of these games, but Brentford in particular. Everyone seemed to be of the vibe that United can slip up, but when they came to predicting the result, it was, I don't know, United might get it. I'm here saying, nah, brothers. Brentford are going to be on this, surely. And again, look, Saturday lunchtime, 12:30, surprises are in store, but it's not just that. Brentford are unbeaten at home this season so far. I know it's not been the best, but they're unbeaten at home so far. United fans, after one, how can I describe it? It's not a blip because they took advantage of us.
It was
shooting ourselves in the head.
They got one win.
But they weren't great on that day. But United fans are now looking and going, no, yeah, we can kick on. Oh, this is where it ends. This is where you hit a concrete wall.
And it's going to finish Brentford 2, Man United 0. The wall is going to be a very difficult one to climb.
So you're going 2-0?
2-0 Brentford.
No, I'm going for the same score difference, but I'm going 3-1.
Okay.
Brentford 3, United 1.
So once again, we're probably going to get it wrong. Man United will probably win again now that we've said that on ShootOut. We've broken the curse. Chelsea have won a match for a watch-along. So stay tuned tomorrow because we'll be live for Brighton at home, which is the next game and probably one of the ones we'll talk about the most here. We've just got finished watching and listening to Enzo Maresca's press conference, which has confirmed Cole Palmer will be out for 2 to 3 weeks of football, 5 weeks if you include the internationals, because he won't go and play for England now, surely.
No.
But this means that Chelsea now have to find a solution. As Enzo Maresca said, I'll find a solution. It's okay, I'll find a solution. We've got to find a solution.
Yeah, we have to. And I think in that position, it's not the worst thing in the world. We're fine. We're fine.
I love that from you. Like,
we're fine.
Proper confidence.
We're fine. Yeah, just you know that meme when there's just cup of coffee, flames around you. I'm fine. That's basically what's happening here. No, the number 10 position.
Yeah.
It's funny because in the press conference, Maresca alluded to Buonanotte, who's ineligible to play this fixture because he's on loan from Brighton. So he can't play.
I think that was a smart answer from Maresca because I think everyone was expecting him to say, Joao can play there or Esteval can play there. He don't want to give it away, mate. This is going to be a tactical battle at the bridge. He doesn't want to say.
No, and in this instance, look, João Pedro has to go up top. We know this, right? But in turn, Esteval's got to play in the 10.
Yeah, it's time now. It means Neto on the right, probably Garnacho on the left. I don't think Gittins is ready right now.
Yeah, I expect that.
Do you think... for me, this is such a big game. And I've talked about this on a video on my channel today about how this could be like a crossroad game.
100%.
Where if we win this could be the catalyst to go on a little run again and we can kind of forget this mid-September blip and hopefully like restore some sanity for the season. Or it could be Brighton is like it gets louder when you lose to Brighton. Because
especially
it's
us.
Brighton, because we buy all their players,
Yeah.
we steal their managers, we steal their members of staff. So losing to Brighton is like, just can't.
We're like, Brighton are Chelsea light.
Chelsea Light.
We're Brighton premium.
Yeah, we are Bud. They are Bud Light.
Yeah, like this is true. Last season when we lost back to back against them, if you remember, in the cup and in the league, that was dreadful.
I really remember that one.
That like basically just it cemented everyone in the fan base, and we still managed to turn it around after that. But the thing is, going into this fixture now, you're right when you say it's a crossroads. I said this in the video that I done yesterday. If we win, things will calm down, right? Especially home win at the Bridge, 3 points. All right, cool. Kick on, and then who knows who might drop points? We might find ourselves in the top 3 again. When you lose this sort of fixture, though, it's like I said yesterday. There's a storm on the horizon, and the media are waiting to just pounce on Enzo Maresca.
Yep.
And especially if we lose this one, I guarantee the pressure's going to be on. And I still think, like, is it warranted with 6 games in? But people are waiting for this.
It's very fair. And again, people are waiting for it. It's Chelsea.
Yep.
But the question is, Eunice, are we going to beat Brighton this weekend? If so, what's the bloody score going to be?
Well, look, Maresca, there's a couple of things he has to do here, yeah? Because as much as we can say, we shouldn't be protected, but it'll be unfair if it's just completely put straight on him. But there's one thing that can help himself here, and that's just selecting the correct personnel. I expect Estevao in the 10. Yep. I expect Andre Santos to play in midfield alongside Caicedo, give Enzo that time on the side like he did allude to in the press conference that was spoken. Well done, Sarai, on the question.
Yeah,
we're watching. And Achiampong needs to play at centre-back, especially now Tosin is ruled out. Fofana's got a concussion.
I wonder why.
Because a certain goalkeeper decided to go full Anthony Joshua on him.
Mate.
So yeah, Fofana's concussed. He can't play. So yeah, we need a centre back. This is the time for Josh Achiampong to play alongside Chalobah. If 100%. Maresca does that, then there's nothing you can really blame him for.
Apart from, let's start the game with some speed.
Of course.
Not start the game at 45 minutes. Let's
100%.
Actually start from the very get-go.
Front foot, absolutely.
Eunice, I'm going to press you for a score.
The score, I'm going to go 3-1 win Chelsea.
Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. I like that. Mate.
João Pedro to score.
Mate, I think we're going to draw 2-2.
You're going 2-2?
I think we're going to draw 2-2, mate. I'm really, really nervous.
There are people that are nervous on this game, and I get it. But at home, we have to respond. I expect a response properly. I expect one. And I know there's people writing Chelsea off completely, not even for a draw. I heard Ian Wright saying that he expects Brighton are going to win this game. I'm like, whoa. We'll see.
I'm worried. Can we move on, please?
Let's.
Palace, Liverpool. Now, you said something which could end up being one of the shouts of the year. I want to remind you.
What did I say?
We just need Liverpool to lose 3 in a row. So they've now got Palace, and then, let me find out who they've got next week. Chelsea, and then Man United. So in theory, if Liverpool were ever going to lose 3 in a row, Big Eunice, it could be now. Palace away.
I would say out of the 3, this could be the one that is more likely.
I think that's a very fair point.
And it's going to sound weird because when you put Palace up against Chelsea and you put them up against Man United, you're thinking, well, no, Palace is the one they'll win. No, Palace is the one where I think Palace can win.
Palace don't lose. They don't lose.
No, and at Selhurst, we've seen how strong they are. Physically, I think they're gonna ramp it on Liverpool a lot, and I think Liverpool's defense might struggle in this fixture. I'm expecting, weirdly enough, I know we talk about physicality from Crystal Palace and how aggressive they are on the press and how aggressive they are just in numbers, but I'm expecting a little bit of a high-scoring game.
Yeah, I think I've got a wacky scoreline in my head here.
I wonder what's your score?
This is going to be an absolute cracker. And I'm kind of annoyed it's on at the same time as Chelsea because this could have been a great watch-along.
We'll have to keep tabs.
We'll keep tabs on it.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be crazy. Palace 3, Liverpool 3. I think Liverpool aren't going to win. But I do think Palace, I really like Palace, bro. Like, I really rate them.
They're 17 unbeaten all comps.
Yeah, that is a sensational run. If you're Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, any of the big teams, even if you're Tottenham, right, that's a big run.
Yeah. And I think 11 in the league. Unbeaten.
Fantastic.
Them and Liverpool are the only unbeaten teams in the league now. So I reckon at Selhurst they're going to give it a go. But I also think Liverpool going forward will be the team that actually gets through them. So you say 3-3, I say 2-2.
2-2. I thought you were going to try and go for the points there. I thought you might have gone
I hope Palace win
for the likely one. There's been goals in these predictions so far.
It'll be very typical. Mark Gurhey own goal 93rd minute.
No way.
To make it 2-2. It's Liverpool, isn't it?
That would be
Liverpool.
A story and a half, wouldn't it? But the next game, if we move on now, is Leeds versus Bournemouth. Bournemouth were part of a 0-0 draw last weekend. Leeds got a fantastic away win at the Molineux. Are Leeds going to keep up this great start? 7 points I think they're on right now. Very good. Yep. They're looking good. What do you think is going to happen here?
Leeds at home for this one. Everyone's looking at Bournemouth as possibly the this season's Nottingham Forest.
Yeah,
but it's still too early. We can't be pinning on anyone when it's this early. But they've without a doubt got a really good setup and a really good run of form. Leeds have been better than I anticipated, so I'm expecting them to give them a decent game here. And Leeds being at home, the last win that they got, which was expected and not really expected at the same time.
The Wolves one?
Yeah.
I think away from home. Any 3 points a promoted club gets away is like,
it's a big deal.
A big one.
That's what I'm saying. So for them, it's a decent result, but at the same time, Wolves are just catastrophic.
Yeah.
So
Chelsea got them in the cup though.
Yeah.
Let's see.
No. Don't get any funny thoughts.
No.
Don't get any funny thoughts. But I'm expecting a good fight from Leeds, and I'm expecting a good show of display from Bournemouth. Personally, I reckon this could be a draw.
Okay.
I'm going 1-1.
1-1?
Yeah.
Okay. Eunice has gone for a 1-1. I am going to say this is where we see Iraola's managerial prowess, brilliance, whatever you want to call it, come into fruition, and a late win. 2-1 Bournemouth. I'm going to go with a different scoreline to keep things entertaining.
This is where he loses points, guys.
Man City Burnley. Now tell me Burnley are going to win this game, because there is a real strong possibility. It's a game of two halves. This is football. It could be Burnley's day. Could it? Is it? Will it?
if Burnley win this game, Wolves won't get relegated.
So what you're basically saying is it is not possible.
Yeah. Look, if City lose at home to Burnley, Pep has to be questioned immediately.
But Bernardo Silva said they're tired, remember? They're playing a lot of football, lots of games in a row.
This would be shocking.
There's a lot of reasons for it.
I think what Man City showed against Arsenal, which is, we've spoken about this at length, was surprisingly positive on their part, but surprisingly they executed it really, really well, right? And they didn't get the win, but they played really, really well defensively. That might actually help them going forward in terms of stability at the back. But Burnley, I don't think just have enough to go to the Etihad and get 3 points. I don't expect it at all.
There's a lot of me that thinks this could be, like, remember I mentioned the Liverpool-Burnley game could be a cricket score.
Yeah.
Could also not be. I've got a funny feeling this is going to be a really close game.
It might be close.
I think it's going to finish. It's my go, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't want a yellow card this season. I think Man City are going to win 2-1.
2-1.
That's my prediction.
I get where you're coming from. But City need to have a bad day for that to happen. Like, it has to be a City lackluster performance, but they just claw it out. That might be what you're expecting.
A little bit.
I'm going one step further. I reckon, one step further in City's direction. 3-1 City win.
It's a good, solid prediction you got there, Eunice. Both going for a Man City win. No same scores yet this week. Just
it's true.
Just throw it out there.
Yeah, it's true.
Forest versus Sunderland. Forest have now played 4 games under Ange. 2 losses, 2 draws. Are they due a win? They nearly beat Betis, but for Anthony scoring a late equaliser for Real Betis. And Sunderland they impress me more and more every single week.
Yep.
What do you think is going to happen here?
This one's tough to call because I'll be honest, when it comes to Forest and Ange now, I expect some sort of a response. I expect like them to get into gear at some point. It's going to take maybe a little while for them to transition from the type of football they were playing last season under Nuno. And now with Ange, it's a complete 180. And it looks like they've been struggling lately. But I think there will come a point where they start clicking just a bit. I won't say they're going to blitz everyone, that they just won't. But playing that brand of football, a certain rhythm will start to show. Will it? It has to be at home. Will it happen against Sunderland? Sunderland have been impressive, even away from home.
Yeah.
Their draw against Palace impressed me.
Very much
to
so.
be fair. And Sunderland they don't feel like a promoted team. With the business that they did and the players that they brought in and how they've been playing, they don't feel like someone's just come up from the Championship. They feel like a mid-table Premier League side.
Do you know what I'll say? Granit Xhaka might be one of the signings of the season.
100%.
Because he looks like he's been playing in that team for 5 years.
Yeah.
He looks so comfortable in that role. And I'm reluctant to write Sunderland off. Because last week I thought that they were going to get beat by Villa just purely because I was like, well, Villa are going to turn it on at some point, aren't they? They won last night, Aston Villa. But Sunderland, again, 10 men to come back. Like, very impressive. Very impressive.
Yeah, I agree. And this is the thing. With Sunderland, despite their good form, you can't expect them to not lose. They're going to lose.
They might win the league, mate. You never know.
So they're going to be the Forest of this season then, yeah?
Well, who knows?
Ironically. How ironic. But I've just got a feeling I expect Forest to kick into gear this weekend against Sunderland.
Oh.
It's my score, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
So I'm going Forest 2, Sunderland 1.
You know what? I didn't do this on purpose. I didn't know that you were just going to say that. Maybe I'll change my prediction then.
So you thought the same?
I did, but I'm going to say Forest to win 1-0.
Forest to win 1-0?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's slowly getting a bit better. And we said this, didn't we? We said it was going to take some time for Ange's identity to be imprinted in this team. This could be the day. Now then, it's not every day of the week that you see a guaranteed banker of Tottenham Hotspur winning a game of football, but if ever that was to be the case, it would be on Saturday night or Sunday. I don't know which one it is.
Saturday.
Saturday night, the late kickoff.
Saturday, late kickoff, yeah, 8 p.m.
We'll avoid that one. We won't be watching that one. We might be. We're not doing a watch long for it, though. I promise you that now. Tottenham Wolves. This is only a home win, isn't it? Surely. Shirley Temple.
It is. I'm just putting this out there, though, just for the Brents, right? If there was one team to fumble, it'd be Tottenham doing it in the most Spursy way, right? Just saying.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
If you had to pick one top team, I say top team, but one top
upper echelon in the Premier League.
Upper echelon team to throw away a result against the team that haven't won a game yet, that are sitting bottom with no points, that are on course to getting relegated this early, it would be Spurs. This is the history of the Tottenham.
This is the history of the Tottenham. Wolves actually played very well. They beat Everton in the Carabao Cup.
They did.
Considering how poor they've been, that's a great win because Everton have been very difficult to break down, very difficult to beat. They won 2-0. Mate, I honestly would
It's not happening though, is it?
I think
we're clutching at straws.
We're seriously clutching at straws here.
We are.
And I think Spurs are going to go from strength to strength. I think Wolves will score a goal. I'm going to go Tottenham 3, Wolves 1. Like it kind of pains me every week. But I will be honest, Tottenham just do look a much better team now.
Yeah, no, and when we're joking. You guys know us. Listen, this is a Tottenham win all day long. All day long.
Come on, Wolves.
If something happens, I swear, I'm not going to let that go.
No.
Spurs,
this
big. You better go into hiding if you don't win this game. But I'm expecting a Tottenham win. They've got enough.
Win, we have to start with them.
100%. That'll be the shock of the weekend.
Yeah.
But they won't. I'm going Tottenham 3, Wolves 0.
3-0.
Easy win for Spurs. And I think it's going to be them controlling the whole game. Straightforward win. Good goals. Wolves do nothing. 90 minutes are done. Thank you very much. Go home. Straightforward.
Eunice said it. Aston Villa versus Fulham. This is a must-win for Villa, isn't it? Well, we missed one again.
No. It's correct. But, you're right. Aston Villa have to win this game.
They do.
They have to win this game.
I screwed something up there.
Listen, look, I'll put this out there. If they don't win this game at home, something's seriously wrong at Villa. At that point, you start actually doubting. Remember, I put out the theory because we don't actually know. Like, has something happened behind the scenes? If they don't win this game at Villa Park against Fulham, 100% something's gone down.
You reckon?
100%. And their home record normally is quite decent. Like, this is a game I fully expect Aston Villa to get 3 points in. But will they?
I think this is the game where Morgan Rogers shows up.
He's not showing up, has he?
He hasn't
That's
shown
not
up all
normal.
season. But this is the game, I think, where surely... I mean, I don't know. I think you're spot on, you know. I think this is big question marks now. If Aston... They just beat Bologna 1-0 in the Europa League. John McGinn scoring a goal. But they have to win this game. You're right. Fulham, though, off the back of 2 home wins in a row. Fulham have kind of kicked on a little bit after all of that Josh King madness. But it's your scoreline.
Well, look, I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt to Villa, right? And it's like, okay, let's speak honestly. Do we expect them to stay in the bottom 3? No. Like, they are going to win a game. Do you know what I mean?
Surely.
It has to start here. And I think they're going to be up for it. I expect them to be up for it. Like I said, unless something's gone down where morale is seriously on the floor, that's affecting them. But home against Fulham, I expect them to kick into gear, especially as you just said with their game in the Europa League. I'm gonna go Villa 2, Fulham 1. And for Villa to get their first win of the season, they're one of 2 teams that haven't won a league game yet.
Who's the other one?
Wolves.
Oh, yeah. Should have known that, shouldn't I? We talked about them. Wake up, Benson. Do you know what? I'm very reluctant to write off Fulham because I was surprised that Fulham didn't get more points at the start of the season, and now I'm kind of not surprised that they've won the last 2 and it all looks better. Do you know what I mean? It looked a little bit bleak. Now it looks better. I feel like I've got to be tactical here because I think the logic of Aston Villa have to get better soon. Yes, they won the Euro, but they played on Thursday.
True.
So is that going to be a problem for them? Do you know what? I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that this is going to be a shock. It's going to be 2-1 to Fulham. This might be where my great start to the predictions on ShootOut takes a big U-turn.
Mate, you know what happens?
Go on, tell me.
If Fulham win this game, Marco Silva's linked with the Villa job instantly. And Unai Emery's under threat.
And he goes to Manchester United.
And Villa, we need you to win. Villa, come on.
Do it.
You got to get 3 points. You got to get 3 points. Honestly.
Wow. Okay, well, that is the penultimate game, as they say, of the Premier League weekend. And the final match is, without question, the biggest one of the weekend for me.
Yeah.
Newcastle at home to Arsenal. Arsenal that were very underwhelming against Port Vale. Do we read into that? Probably not. Not really. But also an Arsenal team who celebrated that draw last week as if they'd won the Premier League. And
You got flagged for saying that.
I don't care. I think it's facts, mate. I just don't see.
No, but they did.
Yeah, they did celebrate it as if they'd won the league.
No, and it's not just that. Even like the reaction overall from the fans were like, okay, no, we got a point. Yeah, fair enough. We were down. We got a point. We're very happy. It's like,
yeah. This, on the other hand, is a more difficult fixture for Arsenal. Traditionally as well, they've struggled here.
yes. And this is where I want to pinpoint the Man City game. Because Man City played in a way, like we said, we didn't expect them to play, right? Pep went full Jose and executed it really well up until when they got that equaliser. And you could argue that was City's own doing, leaving a little bit of space that they shouldn't have, and Donnarumma being about 50 feet away from his line. So that's on them too. Newcastle, we know, like to play this sort of way against top teams to get a result. And they do it time and time again.
Nearly beat Liverpool as well at the start of the season.
And
very unlucky.
Yeah, and St. James's Park isn't an easy ground to go to when you're a big team either. They're going to be in Arsenal's face. They're going to be aggressive. They're going to be up for it. And like you say, historically, it's gone in Newcastle's favour. What I will say is, for Arsenal, this goes back to Arteta. Arteta needs to release the shackles of that attack. Because I think we've seen this for the past 5 years now, right? There's certain elements that he does allow. Obviously, Arsenal do go and they score, but they're not unleashed. And it feels like he's overly cautious, maybe a bit fearful, tries to just contain a little bit too much. Going back to the big six that we spoke about yesterday, there was a whole debate in terms of their midfield. And is it necessary to play, for example, Rice, Zubimendi and Marino in midfield? when you can just use 2 and add an attacking player to just allow Arsenal to push forward with the right personnel to actually put the other team on the back foot, because Arsenal have enough quality to score goals in that attack. But it just feels like they're still not utilising 100% of that out of fear of conceding.
Yeah.
If Arsenal were to just go all guns blazing, I think they can beat anyone.
I think man for man, player for player, squad-wise, you've said this as well, Arsenal probably have the best squad in the Premier League.
Best balance as well.
Best balance.
Yeah.
I was actually chatting to a guy called Jack, actually. He's from Brentford. And he was sat next to me by the pool. Like, those guys that can just tell that you're a football bloke, right?
Yeah.
I hadn't spoken. I literally hadn't said a word. He just came up to me and he's like, "Oh, you all right, mate?" Within 30 seconds, who do you support? I'm like, Chelsea. "Oh, I'm a Gooner." Blah, 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 like this. And he said, "I just wish we actually went for it. How can we have played better football in the early phases? Now we've got a better team. The football's worse. As a result, we don't win games the way that we did. It's not, and it's nervous to watch." That's what he said. And I'm thinking, this is the kind of game where what you said needs to happen. The shackles need to come off. And if they don't come off against Newcastle, I think the shackles will be off of Newcastle.
Exactly.
And this game again, is it my score or your score for this one?
I want to say what I want to say, so he gets a yellow. What was it?
I think it's my score.
I think it's your score.
Just to take the lead for a little second. I think Arsenal are going to show a title-winning resilience, word of the channel, word of the month, in this game.
Do you?
I think this is going to be an absolute classic game of football that we will talk about for a very long time. I think Newcastle will go 2-0 up and Arsenal will win it 4-2.
What?
Yeah. I'm absolutely beyond convinced of it.
I laugh because points are coming my way, aren't they? It's as simple as that.
Go on, tell me Newcastle are actually going to win this.
Listen, Newcastle 2, Arsenal 1.
Oi, yo!
And I think the blueprint will be exactly how it was given by Man City when Haaland scored that early goal and then retreated to just defend. But Newcastle, I think, will pull it off a bit better than that.
Wow, this is big moment on Shootout. We've had some genuine conflict here at the end.
Yep.
Sunday's fixtures are a full-out brawl. This is like going to a lunch buffet for a roast dinner, and we've got meat all over the table here. This is. We've chosen different dishes, Eunice.
Yeah, fully.
This is the weekend where someone is going to show their worth.
Yep.
And their footballing prowess, their knowledge.
Completely. And we're going to see at the end of this, right, on Monday, obviously all bearing the Everton West Ham game, which we can give a prediction for the sake of it. But we'll see who's going to be leading after that roundup. And you know who's going to be, people, you know.
I don't think you know. Not with this confidence. I don't believe it. Everton West Ham, we've got to finish with it.
Yeah.
It's Monday night football. It's I feel like they just drew this one out the hat, really, didn't they? Is there a reason? This is the game of the weekend to finish on?
You know what? I think it's a really good game to have on the Monday.
Yeah.
And I think it's a game to have on the Monday because, and this isn't, clearly it's not intentional because the TV fixtures would have been decided a while ago. But Graham Potter's on the line here. Everyone's going to watch this game.
Yeah.
And I don't know, are you seeing what's going on social media, my friend?
He's just everywhere, isn't he? Again.
Mate, the face swap,
guy.
Graham Potter face swap is everywhere. I mean, I'm actually feeling a little bit bad for him, but at the same time, I'm like, it couldn't have happened to a different guy.
Do you know what? Do you know what's really unfortunate? He actually kind of fits wearing a nice white dress and big breasts. And I don't think I'd ever say that.
Mate, we're seeing the face everywhere on every possible meme. It's been swapped with Potter, and this is where I think the game's heading.
He's gone.
He's toast.
Every week, every single week, he's gone, isn't he?
He's done.
Done, isn't it?
He's done. This game, I think, will be the final nail in the coffin.
What's the score going to be?
I reckon Everton at home as well. Look, it's going to be an Everton win. I'm going to go Everton 2, West Ham 0. And that's the end of Graham Potter. This will be his last game.
Do you know what? I think this is the perfect time to agree with Eunice on a score. 2-0.
2-0?
Yeah. I think this is actually one of the bankers of the weekend. Although I will caveat that by saying I said that when Forest played West Ham at home and West Ham went and turned it on. So it's like, how long do they want to hold on to Big Graham? But I think Everton are a better team than Forest.
I agree, and I think they're gonna put them out to slaughter. I think Everton have enough to put West Ham on the back foot, and just a little bit of pressure they'll break. Because West Ham are actually broken right now.
We've got someone abseiling down the window.
Is that Graham Potter?
Hey, Graham Potter is cleaning my windows. The rope just went.
He's already got a new job then. No, but that whole face swap thing, I fully expect a video of someone in a job centre to have their face replaced with Graham Potter.
That
might have been noise. Him falling off it.
All jokes aside, that was loud.
What?
And again.
Bloody hell, someone's
We're going to have to go and see if someone's breaking in via the balcony. So this is the time. He's knocking again. Mate, what are you doing? We're going to have to go. There is some serious concerns about the
Graham Potter wants to sabotage this.
Anyway, let us know, as always, your predictions for the Premier League games this weekend. Some absolute crackers in there. We've had a 3-3. We've got a 4-2. Eunice has gone with a couple of 3-1s. We've got 3 3-1s from Eunice this week. Let us know in the chat.
Yep. And we'll be here for the watch-alongs, Brighton, Chelsea, as well as the other games that we're keeping tabs with, Palace, Liverpool as well, that are on at the same time. We'll be live from the Belgian Beer Cafe for that one.
Yep.
And on the Sunday, we've got Newcastle, Arsenal, so we'll be doing that as well. Make sure you guys are here for both.